Okay, we have some new updates to show you with regards to invoices. Typically you go to Invoice tab to create invoices. This tab is going to go away. We've been warning you about this for about a month now, and we are getting close to just closing this tab completely, as all of these features have been merged into the reconciliations tab. So sort of as the last part of keeping this alive is that we're going to allow you to come in here and you can still view your invoices, but you can't create any new ones. So notice there's no create button. We would want you to do that from the reconciliation tab. So in a few days, all of these invoices are going to be migrated over to the reconciliation tab, and then the invoice tab will go away. But we want to show you today the changes we've made to the reconciliation tab with regards to invoices. When you go to this page and you click reconciliation, there's now a new option to create an invoice type. And if you leave it on reconciliation, everything stays the same. But if you choose invoice, then we're just going to show you a few fields at first. Here you can choose a mill, or more likely you'd probably want to choose a customer. And then you can choose an invoice date and notes if you need. And so this brings you to this page, and you'll notice a little bit different layout. We now have an add and remove tab. So when you reconcile tickets and you check the box, you're actually doing two things. You're adding the ticket to the reconciliation, and you're also marking it as reconciled. And that adds the amounts up here to the top. Well, for an invoice, it's a different process. First, you want to add the tickets to the invoice, and then you usually want to print or you want to send that invoice. And then once you get paid, you want to come back and mark these tickets as reconciled and make sure that you got paid exactly for what you invoiced. So you'll notice these two tabs, and so these are the two steps that you'll now go through. And when you're ready to, you can find your tickets. You can do searches by dates or keywords, jobs, and so forth. You can add non-ticket transactions. But you're going to do it the same way, where you just check the box, and that's going to add the amount at the top. And notice it doesn't have a difference now. We're just going to total up for you the invoiced amount. So you can add however many you need to, and this status will change to added. And then you're ready to either email it to a customer or print it. Here you can print, and this will load up your invoice. You'll get your invoice number auto-generated, amount due. It'll show a summary of the product, and then it'll show the detail down here in the bottom, of course. And let's see what else. You can email it from here. And yeah, and then when you get your check, you can come back and then you can reconcile your check. You can click on the reconcile tab, and you want to now put in the amount, kind of like when you do a reconciliation, the amount that you expect or that they're paying. And hopefully it's going to be your invoiced amount. So we go ahead and pre-fill this for you, the invoiced amount, the number of tons, and the load count. And so you just click on save here. And then this is going to load up just the tickets that have already been added. And you can now reconcile those. So if they paid you $200 for this one, $200 or $800 for this one, we're now reconciled, and we can mark it as reconciled, and you're all done. So we'd love to hear what your thoughts on this new functionality, and hopefully this covers the best use cases from reconciliations and invoices. We're continuing to make improvements on this, and as I said earlier, we will be migrating this invoice tab away, and eventually you'll be able to load up your invoices on the page. It looks just like this, and then everything that you have in invoices, like your documents, all the tickets, everything will come over like so. It'll just have a slightly different look.